When I think back to my days at Shanley, I remember Brother Andrew teaching us how to hold our fingers over the keyboard, and that was a typewriter. And it was a fancy typewriter, and this was in the 80s, 1983 and 4 at Shanley in the old school. And I think about how technology and how far we've come. Technology has totally transformed the way we behave, the way we function, the way we communicate, the way we do our business.
When I was in high school, technology was color TV, remote control.
You're not that old!
But that's where we were.
What I've seen in terms of in my profession, it's just exploded with technology. These days, I don't do anything using a book.
The high school level, it's dynamic. It's real time. It's checking the news and watching the actual events happen in Boston and being able to do research on the runners. It is real time. It is you have to have speed. You have to have capacity for the students to be able to throughout the entire school to be able to access and utilize all that's out there.
And now, what our kids have the ability to access is phenomenal. When's the last time we used an encyclopedia?
Last week,
A dictionary.
the library. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Thank you. We'll go
Sorry.
one at a
I thought you
time.
were asking the question!
One of the things when schools look at changing or improving their technology structure, I think what they do is they look at getting more things and buying this device or that device. What we're really looking at with our special project this year is enhancing our overall community with the use of technology. In order to do that, we need a significant investment in things, so it's not that we can do it without more of the different technology devices and the infrastructure, but the goal of it is not technology in the end, it's to increase the strength of our community.
So these kids are learning much more rapidly, and they're exposed to so much information, but they really need the learning environment, how to access information in ways that are healthy, in ways that are the most effective and efficient. And I think so having that kind of a platform really allows them to learn in ways that we could only imagine, in the Star Trek days.
Doing that, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to focus on teacher education in service with staff both outside of the regular school day when students are there, but also we need to be able to have some type of a budget to bring experts into the classroom to collaborate with teachers in delivery models that support student learning and the infusion of technology.
I think the most important thing about our updated value statement is that it again provides that foundation that we really need for the kids, something for them to hang on to, something for them to build their education on and build their lives really upon. And that's what we want to do with technology as well.
Another piece of our technology puzzle is our website and how that's used as a hub for the communication that goes on with our community.
I'm excited about the possibilities of technology helping all the different learning styles. When we say we meet the needs of all children, I think we don't at this point, but we can come closer through different types of technology and access to them.
I think it's important for the parents to realize how significant technology, the role it plays in our children's education, because just because we didn't get it at their age doesn't mean it's not important. It is significantly important for our children to learn this. I wish I would have learned it at a younger age. It would have been a lot easier.
Pick your favorite technology. If they experience that and have those capabilities built while they're in high school, they'll be miles ahead and ready to take that next leap into college and beyond.
It would be nice to have something that kept everything, whether it's an online database with our school curriculum, or we have access to our homework online, or or my own computer or iPad where I have all of my stuff that I can access, that I can log into, rather than carrying it around on a USB or in my email.
I look back 10, 15 years ago when you would look at a candidate for a job and what the skills you would look at. And those skills you looked at back then, now today, are just assumed that they have. And the assumptions are getting them at an earlier and earlier age. And the more that our kids can get involved with some of these applications, whether it may be hands-on at an earlier level, the better out they're going to be prepared as they leave school, get into college, and start entering the workforce. So there's just so much they can benefit from us giving them the right applications to start with, and the devices.
The kids are using technology, and it's a fun thing for them, and why not incorporate it into learning? And that way the learning can have fun aspects of it in addition to, I mean, it's learning.
We have open discussions a lot now in a lot of my senior classes, and if we're discussing something, there'll be all kinds of debates and, oh, I heard this and I heard that, and then we can just go, well, we can look it up. And so some person whips out their phone with the teacher's permission, and they look up one side of the argument, and then somebody else can take out their phone and look up the other side of the argument, and then we have both factual sides from reliable websites, and we can have a better discussion in class rather than waiting for out-of-class time to look it up in a book, in a library, on a computer. We have it right at our fingertips.
And so I see it as a positive aspect in terms of learning with the technology and exploring and just having no boundaries in terms of the ability to use the technology to learn, to interact with people, to research or whatever it is, because it's just such a useful resource for everyone to use.
I want my children to be able to take advantage of what's out there, a lot of the cloud-based offerings. So when they're at home, they can work on the same things that they were working on at school, yet they don't necessarily have to carry a device back and forth. They don't have to carry their flash drive back and forth. I want them to have that capability to use some of the advanced technologies that are already out there, whether it be for math, for science, for Spanish. Wouldn't it be fun for them to Skype with another class down in Latin America?
Technology has made classes not boring and just like lackluster with energy, or just the teachers have been able to, instead of just having textbooks and turn to a page or something like that, they've been actually showing videos or interacting with the e-note board or something like that, and that's definitely helped us stay involved in the class.
So that's why I think it's very important that we work together to provide the funding, to gather the funds and resources necessary to be exceptional in the experience that we provide our children with technology, so that we can afford them the opportunity to use the exceptional education that they received in science, technology, engineering, math, and above all, faith. But if we combine all that together, we'll have exceptional young women and men that will go out and serve our region and beyond.
If we would have done our work the same way that we did it, 20, 30 years ago, technology wouldn't be where it's at today. And so I thought about, well, why is it that we can innovate and do things at the company that I work for? It's because we've got that technology, we've got the infrastructure, we've got the foundation built, so people can be creative and innovative.
Maybe you want to see Aubrey have a personal laptop or an individual laptop where she can take it into classes and take notes on the laptop, which is right in front of her, and interact with the teacher. Maybe they send a program through the laptop and she can see that and she can work with it and do whatever she needs to do with that.
I am firmly committed to invest in this project. I feel that technology is the wave of the future. I hope everybody that is there feels the same way, from age 20 to age 80. We're committed. We want to help.
Technology isn't going away. It's part of our lives now, and I think that as a school, we're going to keep growing faster and grow closer together if we're able to advance in our learning, especially for people of different styles of learning, and just really become a better community.
So it provides another avenue that we never had going to Shanley to really help them grow as Christians and in the service that they're going to eventually have in this world. It provides them that much more solid foundation.
Yeah, we do a lot of wonderful things at Shanley and Sullivan, and let's just show it all.